We got to go to Gainesville next, man.
Oh gosh, yes, we do.
Oh man, like all of the negativity has been lifted off the shoulders of Billy Napier, right? Like, and everybody was positive, and it was moving in the right direction. And we believe, and we believe that you lost to the unranked South Florida USF in your stadium. And I think the most disturbing part probably is I don't think Florida knew how to finish the game.
No.
Like they had two opportunities to finish that ball game, and first of all, let's start here before we get to that. They couldn't have shot themselves in the foot any more than they did. I mean, you snap the ball over your punter's head, it goes out of the back of the end zone, you give up a safety. You give up the 66-yard pass play, which was a big play. All the big plays were on South Florida side. How about you just saw Jalen Carter and Spitgate? Like you just saw that. Like I don't know what else to call it. You just saw him, Brendan Bett. You just saw Jalen Carter get tossed for spitting on someone, and you do it on the last drive when your team only needs to give up a field goal to lose. 11 penalties. You lost the turnover battle. You didn't handle the late game situation good, man. Golly, I'm frustrated. So I know Florida fans are frustrated in the way they finished that football game. They didn't trust Lagway the first time, and then South Florida tries a 7,000-yard field goal way out of range, and they get another chance, and then they throw the football and they drop it. They could have caught it, but first down was a miss. It was bad. I don't know what positive to say about that output today by Florida.
Especially when it's clock management. And the most interesting thing about watching it as it was happening was the vibe. The vibe was – this was kind of like we're up 3 scores and we're running out the clock vibe. It just felt like no urgency, no, this is a close game, let's dial in. It seemed meh from just the entirety of the team. And it's kind of hard to describe, I guess, one way, but when you watch it, you're just like, this doesn't seem like a team that was buttoned up and knew the situation, knew the sort of gravity of the situation, the game they're in, that they were just one play away from being, losing the game. And it's not just, by the way, the Spitgate, but there was also a penalty right before that. So 2 in a row.
Yeah.
So
poor tackling.
Penalties that cost them 2 straight or 2 out of 3 plays that were touchdowns that got called back in the first half.
2 touchdowns got called back. You're absolutely right. Like so, and they got field goals.
In year 4, like if you're a Florida fan and it's year 4, your coach, and you're just consistently beating yourself with things like that, and you know what's about to come in the next 4 weeks.
Yeah,
and more.
You couldn't lose that one. But I mean, obviously, credit to USF. Big win, ready to play Boise, who's a good football team, who will be a good football team in the end of the season. Ready to play Florida. Defense did a great job saying, we'll play top down, baby. We ain't giving up the bombs. We're going to make you earn it. You can run. They made him kick some field goals. And Brent, who's the guy that said on the show, Byron Brown is a dude that can run, that can throw. Byron Brown was the best player on the field. He was. Yeah. He was the best player on the field. And Florida was on that field with all their guys that are highly recruited. A guy from South Florida running, throwing. He was 23 of 36. He threw for 236 or 263, and then he had 17 carries for 66 yards. Like, he's a big, strong dude. The way they run their system, Alex Goulash, how do you say his name? I mean, it's
Goulash. I think it's
Goulash. Huge job, huge program building win. They've been building. They've been really, really close. Like, you've seen them be close in games. They're like, oh, they could have won that one with Alabama, last year. With Florida several years ago. Big time win for their program. 2 big wins in 2 weeks of the season. Congratulations to them. And obviously for Florida with their upcoming schedule, it couldn't go any worse. It couldn't get worse. It's one
of those things, though, where I think this is going to be a very much a theme in college football this season, where it's flip a coin, and heads you might get that kind of team, tails you might get a completely different team. That Florida might show up next week at LSU and be dialed in and play great and all those things, because it's just going to be the year of the unknown. With South Florida, though, now being the sort of group of 5/6 leader in the clubhouse in a way with big victories with 2 back-to-back ranked wins.
Yes.
The crappy part for them is neither of those are conference wins. Like their conference is going to be really tough. It's not like the American is not a tough conference for them because they have to be the champion. It's the highest ranked champion.
Yeah.
So, they might have these great wins, but if they don't win their conference, it doesn't mean anything.